Yeah. We are back. Right. Happy Watercolor Wednesday, everybody. I hope you're having a good week. If you're new to the channel, I am Michael James, and we are here to paint. And that is about as simple as it gets. Good vibes are also included, but mainly artwork. So, I usually do a bunch of talking. We're not going to do it today. We're going to jump right into it. Music might have been a little loud. If you didn't hear a thing I just said, that's unfortunate. It wasn't that important, only a little. But we're going to jump right into it. Like I said, we're going to do a Watercolor Wednesday today. Fun one. We're actually doing a little bit of a commission. So this is kind of much like I wanted to do, and the plan originally is just kind of opening studio doors and showing how I work, the process, thoughts, the fun, atmosphere, all that sort of stuff. So this is a pretty cool day, actually, which is fun. Not cool day, but cool stream. Every day is a cool day. It's a cool stream because it is a commission, it's a project, and we're gonna have fun with it because we have artistic freedom, I guess, but we have we're in agreement now of what we want it to look like. Do you know what I mean? So kind of makes it fun and freeing a little bit. So like I said, I usually talk for a while, but we're gonna get into it today. So there was a lie. First lie, only one. Let's go. All right, Naruto. Don't know much about this guy. Sorry. I wish I did. But we are going to be painting, and it's a fun painting. It's a very fun project, actually, we have here. And it's for a good collector, a good friend of mine. There'll be a couple different Naruto care pieces framed up, motion for a fun little reason. We have getting different emotions, so the backgrounds and stuff are actually gonna, well, I say gonna try. I'm gonna try to kind of have them all feel together, feel like correct. They're gonna be slightly different. Some are gonna be less, some are gonna be more. But ultimately, we're going with different poses and different characters, and then gonna paint it and color it up as well. So this is gonna be kind of embarrassed, shy, confused. It's gonna be kind of looser and messier than our other one, which we have in the background there is happy. And that one's pretty straightforward, pretty clean. A couple nice little touches for composition, and that's about it. Because I can bring it right over. So this is our first one. And this one's gonna be much looser, so they're all gonna be slightly different. Again, emotion, happiness, laughter, joy. This one's gonna be like embarrassed, confused. And it's going to kind of play in all together compositionally. So it's kind of a fun project we have here. We're happy to jump right into it for Watercolor Wednesday. It kind of worked. So we said, you know, I prep like a different drawing for today when we have watercolor commissions to do. So that's kind of what it's about. Right? Made sense to me. And this one, I'm going to do different, like I said, so they're all going to be kind of different, much like all of my work. But I'm going to go in this pencil first, or without, like, inking. Last one I went line drawing, pen, shading, watercolor, pen. This one I'm just going to go in with the pencil, and now just kind of paint it out. I have all this black. I'm going to go like a kind of a dark bluish purple. Orange, blonde, yellow, skin tone, and a little blush in the cheek. I don't want that to be too dark. That's kind of why I'm not going in with pen and ink before, because like I said, it's confused, it's embarrassed. I kind of want the piece to feel that way, if that makes sense. We'll see. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. We are going to kind of do it similar to our other watercolor pieces, though. We're going to shade it out with some blues. So I almost want to put some masking fluid down on the head here, but I think here I'm trying to just envision what I want this to look like. I guess I want the hair. I have to get this. There's a little. Don't mind what just happened. Nothing to see here, people. Move along, sir. I kind of want to put masking fluid in the hair, but I'm also thinking the piece is going to be, like I said, confused, embarrassed. So I don't want it to be the clean cut piece out of all the bunches. That feels less like confused, embarrassed. Kind of want this one to be one of the looser ones, because it is, again, embarrassed, shy, mistakes, right? Confused. So it kind of feels like this will be the messy one. Anger and rage are going to be different still. And I don't know how loose I'm going to make it. I think it's still going to be relatively putting a lot of water on, but I think I'm going to dry it up a bit. So I think it's going to be relatively still pretty tight, but I'm going to let it do what it do, baby. Give it a good spray, whatever. Kind of work some water into some areas. Now we'll spray it down. Yeah. Just water, I hope. Yeah, just water. Sometimes I have alcohol in there. I was gonna be like, uh-oh. I guess all the pen and ink would have kind of just started, or not the pen and ink, but the pencil. Quite a bit there. So that's fair. Yeah, so see, the other one was kind of more, again, illustrative. This one's going to be a little bit more watercolory and loose, because I said so. Still thinking we go like that blue, that like nice dark blue that we were using. But I think we do have to change it up a little bit. Kind of, I'm hoping Shaz stops by so I can ask him about my Naruto narrative here. Might be too late. There's Naruto pros in the field, let me know. Let's just do it. Right up there, why not? This one's gonna be different and artsy, and again, we might not like it, but serve to hold that judgment till the end, right? I want to get like a nice big drop there. Yeah, so like I said, this will be a mixture of very loose and kind of my own illustrative, like, narrative style, right? And in doing that, I'm hoping to kind of almost make the piece, I can't really think of the wording, not like confusing, almost just, again, like I talked about, where a really clear example of less being more, where it feels pretty messy but it still very much makes sense. The brush marks are gonna work. The way the colors kind of bleed into each other, all that sort of stuff, I think are gonna be part of what helps the piece, versus, again, a not even hyper realism, but like a super impressive piece. That's like that's the opposite of what I want this to be. It's gonna be embarrassing and confused and stuff. It's not. You don't want that to be a hyper realistic piece so that kids look at it and it's not. That just doesn't feel like embarrassed to me. You know what I mean? That's not the type of piece that you would be embarrassed about. Not that that's sort of where my brain goes, but I don't know. I do want it to be a piece that helps express that vibe. The text, Jesse. Hey, see, and then I start to like these way more. Good Wednesday, good middle of the week, good week so far. We got some good basketball on tonight. I know there's a game on right now. I'm not sure what the East Coast game is. Probably Celtics. They're probably gonna. Nah, they're going for it. They're going hard. They had a rough one the other night. But tonight's Suns, Timberwolves. I'm actually really excited about that. I feel like Anthony Edwards on a mission right now. So now I'm trying to do is pick up some of this paint and then almost use this brush completely dry, so I keep drying it. So that as I pick up the paint, it's not necessarily putting more water down, so I can slowly dry off the area and keep the paint out of these little areas if possible. It's not possible. It ain't possible. We'll make it work. That's what we do around these parts. Make it work. But we do it again. Right? Easy game. Again, we're going pretty loose here, as you can tell. Want to give it a blow dry though? No, I don't yet. Not yet. Happy I waited on that. Oh, I'm not happy there's orange there, but I guess that's crumble. I'm just matching colors. Easy game. I'm going through my color thoughts. I've talked about it a little bit, but ultimately I'm asking myself, does it need more red, yellow, or blue? And then I add the appropriate color, whatever my brain says. So it's an easier way of thinking about it. And all I kind of mean by that is if I look at a color and you think about it the opposite way, where you go, oh, it's too blue, well, then it needs more red or yellow. And if you go, oh, well, no, it's actually too red. Okay, well, then it needs more yellow or blue. Well, no, it's kind of like too reddish orange. Okay, cool. Then you need to add more blue there. Excuse me. And vice versa. And that's kind of how my thought process works for color. And it gets, again, then you can break it down into, you know, certain greens are blue. They're going to be warm, this and that. But if it needs more blue to red and it needs more blue and yellow, it needs more, you can add a little bit of green instead of adding blue and yellow. And that's kind of how I think about color. I guess not kind of, that's literally how I think about color. All the time. That's just color. That's not like representation, but that's when I'm trying to match a certain color. Put some color in here. Why not? I'm gonna have fun with this one. I'm gonna change it up, like I said. Confused is gonna be different, right? I want it to get like too muddy there, but I like that feel. Like that. Didn't really want that yellow up top there. More it'll work. I have a paper towel and I'm not gonna leave those like that, but right? I don't know, we'll see. Because I'm gonna make the blue kind of like a bit of a blue, maybe not necessarily just like a black, like I think it is in reality. Designing the piece essentially at this point. I just threw that paintbrush somewhere. I don't know where I put it. It's on stream probably. 1, 2, 3. On my ear. Got it. Classic. Super classic. No, not that one. Oh boy, that was not supposed to be that mark. So, I gotta stay open to the process, you know? Okay with this. Cool. See, that's kind of just put in the dark areas and very much set the composition up for the piece, right? Much like we were going for. Cool. Composition's fun. Composition is just like one of those things that it's no different than marketing. It just goes on and on and on. You never can learn enough. See, we might just come in here with another blue, like another dark blue wash, because I think I'm gonna keep this a light blue and watercolor style for this piece. And we're gonna kind of go very different between all of them. have to change that blue out. That's okay, hold on. That's too much of a cerulean blue. I'm telling you, that blue that they've labeled not cerulean blue is a cerulean. Tell them. And they're my favorite paints, so I'm not saying anything bad. But let's call a cerulean blue, you know? Come on. Oh, no. I like that color on the face too much. Yeah, I like that more. It's just going down too dark on the face, you know? This doesn't look quite right. Every time I pop that blue in there. Sorry if I just put my head in the face. The shot. My head in the face? Ah, that's not a thing. Wasn't gonna make a darker orange, but I did, so now I might as well. I'm just seeing it without glare here every time I turn, remember? This is also a fun piece because we are, well, we didn't right away. We are going to go through and outline it and put in pen and ink, right? So that's very much still going to happen. And much like we always talk about with values, that's just going to be such a game changer for the piece. It always is. Yeah, so you'll see a big difference between the two pieces here. It's okay. And I'm hoping there'll be kind of a bit of a difference between all 5 is how many we're going to do. And again, the reason for that is a bunch of different emotions. If I can do that yet. Start mixing up the hair color here. But I don't think I can do it. But this is one of those pieces that I very much like. The Gensai Tembi. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Opacity and translucent, where it's very opaque. Again, almost like a gouache, but it will. But it does. But it's a watercolor, so it very much works like a watercolor. So it's translucent, and you can put it on very thin. But you can very much, I don't know, work it opaquely and get really nice, vibrant colors as well. It's kind of a nice little fun tool. Let's just put it right in, whatever. We'll start on this, start in the middle and work out. Yeah, you see, that is not the right. Goes far too yellow. A yellow ochre, I guess. Because I'm gonna go through. Or do I keep going through the dark of the hair then? Oh, that's fun. Let's do that. That's fun. Oh, see, that's how we that's how art gets made. No, really though. That's exactly how it happens. Working through a problem, keep working, and sometimes the light bulb pops, sometimes it doesn't. But the process of doing it is what gets it to kind of, switch back and forth and flicker a little. All right, now we can come through. I was just about to say I'm going to do this like the opposite way, but I guess working in the darks here. We don't know what's going to happen here. We know some of these mixed natural areas that we're working with. We kind of want them to just change a little bit and mix and stay loose and fresh, right? I think so. dipped into the wrong basement. No, the wrong little palette of paint. Song makes me think of the beginning of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Maybe not the beginning, but the story, the scene when they meet, when they talk about how they met. They like dancing in Mexico. It's fun. It's not the same song at all. It's probably a pretty famous song they're dancing to, so I'm sorry if I butchered it. But that's just what this song makes me think of, so move on. It's like a barber. Next. Like every time, one, I say this, but two, every time this song comes on, it's just a vibe. I just start kind of, I talk way less during this song. It's a good song. I think I'm learning too that I used to move my canvas a lot, or the paper that I'm working on, and now I'm just kind of learning how to hold the brush significantly different if I want to put down different edges. Dream, right? Darker than. Oh no, that's like gonna dry perfect. I'm gonna go right into the white because we're just gonna probably tap that with a actual white brush. White ink. I.e. Bob is saying. I always held my brushes weird, going back to kind of changing my grip for the angles. So it's kind of very convenient to be able to move all around. Just change up the brush. Change up the brush hold, you know? Alright. The brush, it's okay. Work. Okay. that's gonna bleed a little or not at all. I don't know yet, but to try, right? I think it probably will, in a pretty natural way. Perfect. That plays out, but I guess it has to be darker to come forward. Yep. I always, not always, on this location, I do want to separate the figure from the background. I don't want to play with that, like, lost and found edges sort of feeling. But there are places that are just significant to show that they're foreground, midground, background, etc. And I'm definitely doing most of this backwards, where you kind of want to work light to dark with watercolor. But I don't know. I still like seeing it this way. Easiest for me. Gonna leave it this one again, like I said, this one's very much focus, or this one's title is embarrassed, shy, confused. So I'm gonna leave it very, like I talked about, light, loose, transparent, nowhere near unfinished, but again, I want it to be a simpler sort of style piece. For that reason, don't want it to be a piece that's like, oh, that's so like detailed down to the this or that. It can be gorgeous, because that is nothing. That's exactly what we're always going for. Be cool and all that, but we are trying to make it, feel like the title, compositionally match the piece. And we can only interpret that, in our own head. So could come out in many different ways. So we have to be getting close here, pretty deep into the time session. Yeah. That's a lot of pigment there. I do like these new ceramic. I'm using ceramic palettes. Corners. Yeah, they're a little small, but they're very nice to see and control water. Yeah, at least. I think maybe just at this point where I am, like understanding how it works and all that, you know, it's helpful. Good size. Kind of move it around, I think. I don't know. It feels like it maybe works that way. Why not? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Gonna come right up through. Wrong side of the brush. Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see. To be honest, that was one of the places I wanted an edge. Was down here only because on quick glance that will change kind of the drawing. You'll be able to look a little bit more and like realize it. But it'll be yeah, it'll be tough. It'll be a tough one. And this is kind of supposed to be my understanding, like almost like a black jacket. But I don't want to do that. I'm gonna make it like, because I can. So hopefully the black jacket doesn't mean anything too crucial, especially to embarrassment. I don't want to make that gray either. I'm gonna go through. There's a little bit of shiny, not glitter, but silver paint in here. Should feel a little different than the rest, but not significantly too much. Then we'll darken up the headband. And it'll really pop out nicely. Darken the headband, put in some white, darken and highlight. Classic. Who saw that coming? We're liking. That's looking fun. Know what any of this is gonna do. Might all be bad news here. Yeah, I just kind of wanted it to dry a little differently all around here. All right, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna add in skin tone. Soften that just a little. We're gonna add in some skin tone. We're gonna see how this dries. Add in skin tone, highlights, highlight, signature, and to see how we're gonna. We might put in like another coat of color all the way through the jacket. Not sure yet. I have to use the restroom and stretch the legs, reset the brain. But we like it. It's looking fun. It's just cool. That's a good looking piece though. We like it. And keep it going. Just 5 minutes. Please be sure to hit that like and that subscribe down below if you're enjoying the content. If not, let me know why. No, don't really. Just move along. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Appreciate you. All right. Going right back into it here. This looks dope. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am enjoying what we have here. That's maybe what we're missing in through here. A little bit more light, right? That's all we can paint. Might as well use it. No, I think that's just kind of a nice little addition into this blue, right? As I came back, I was like, oh, you know, I really like this collar, how that collar kind of sits and plays with the blue and the orange throughout the piece. Look, you know what I'm gonna do? Lean right into it. Might go pretty green. It might, some spots might stay yellow, you know? That's kind of... So there's, yeah, so that's kind of, again, part of how this whole process works, right? I tell you, there's no secret formula. And if somebody has one, let me know it. Just an actual dry brush, but I'm kind of picking up some of the pigment and water, I hope. So rather than going in with a brush and adding water and kind of blending it out, I'm hoping it'll kind of continue to blend and sit on the surface. But not have some of these hard watercolor edges, so it's super noticeable. No clue if it's gonna work, but that's what we do. We try it, see what happens. Oh, thank God, I thought I was muted. Dude, what a bummer. All right, so the headband has to get a little darker. Again, that's going to be our way of keeping focus where it should be, like on. Love you at your labs, but gotta fix the bristles. Gotta fix that. Yeah, see, I'm gonna drop these nice dark shapes in here. Oh, that's still pretty wet there. Wow. I did not know that. Kind of forget what's wet around here, so let's kind of go through and see What happens, right? That's all we can do. That's kind of the vibe of the piece we're really enjoying right now. The client is out there watching. I hope you're watching and happy, not watching and going, oh Jesus, what is he doing? Tough to say. These are all things I won't know. Yeah, there we go. I don't want that. Yeah, there we go. I can actually all go a little darker there. I like that. Everything's okay. Gus usually barks. He's a barker. I ultimately want these values to kind of match this. I'm going to make this a little darker, but I want it to be very close. Kind of where I'm going with all these marks and colors. Okay, guys, he's a good watch, Yorkie. Good watch, York. If there's ever mice or rodents running around the house, he will have us covered. But that would be an incredibly unfortunate situation to have. Good. Our dog's very good with house control. Hear me, sounds like a little motorboat just chugging along. Like, right, see, we're keeping this headband nice and artsy. Can we call it that? Is that allowed here? That's what we're going for. Artsy, right? Yeah, that works. I'm kind of putting in a mark, getting a little bit darker, more saturated value as I like go around, so it kind of settles in but still remains fresh. A little bit of natural movement. Just kind of darkening up my darks. That's all I'm doing right now. Then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna blow dry here so that I can get this color in. I might hit this with another yellow once it's dry. Then I'll go in the whites. I'm kind of gonna finish out this with this wash. thing I want to do is I do want to add more, little bit more saturated orange. So I'm gonna do that now when it's a little yeah, because I can kind of blend it out still, I think. Oh, what you want the watercolor to do, right? That's all you're kind of trying to figure out. I think nice orange in here. Only gonna help the piece, really. Because he definitely always has the orange. That part is for sure. And it is still a fun children's piece. Supposed to be. So I want it to be, you know, I think the color is pretty important. I think the saturation will for sure just kind of go down, as it always does when watercolor is dry. Like I was saying about some of these edges, I definitely want him to stand out from the background, but there are parts that I want your eyes to continue moving through because the edges aren't as defined. I almost wanted to go behind and then kind of come back out in a blurred way on the top half almost. Doesn't? Oh, just. But no, you'd have to ask. Always here for questions. Tends to happen as you have a character too. So I've done one character and now I'm gonna push to the second. I have a little more freedom. I kind of know how I want him to look. Know what I need to focus on and make like the important parts, you know? Go through here to add a little bit of texture when I come in with the white. I'm kind of just gonna draw that out with some white paint underneath. That'll be kind of cool. It'll be nicer to have that dark back tone rather than have it kind of just feel like the white sitting on top. Alright, blow dry time. Love it. Love it. Right, popping a quick mute for the blow dryer. All right, liking for a lot of time. All right, let's see what we can get. Our skin tone. Went super opaque last time. I'm the happy one, and I'm thinking I'll do it again, but I need it to be a little bit more pale. Because he has to have those embarrassed cheeks. I'm not going to blend those in. I'm going to put those on dry. Again, more red, yellow, blue. If it's more of both, you can go in the middle color. Skin tones, usually reds and yellows. Out of blue. I'm going back and forth between yellow and reds, seeing which value it's going to be. Not even which value, seeing which color, red or yellow, am I going to add. So you can see that's too yellow. We have to add a little red. We're going to add like a light purple, actually. So it's red with a little bit of blue. Because if we just add some red, it'll probably get too warm. So again, that's kind of our thought process. Now you can see the difference when we come back. It's a little warmer. It's still kind of pretty pale. But it's certainly not, actually will still be a little warmer. Yeah, could be. I guess we'll go through the whole thing like this and pick it up so it all looks the same value. So see my thought process there, instead of leaving half of the face tinted, I wanted to go in and even it out so that it didn't, so I could just put one even wash over it essentially. So there's a little bit of variation, which is okay. But I didn't want to have to worry about mixing two different colors because half of the face had a underwash, like a tone underneath. So it was the wrong color, but I had too much down that I wanted to, you know, continue, get the rest of it finished, and then come back in with the proper color. So that now it should cover it again as evenly as we'll want it to. Let's put it that way. Sometimes where I'm nervous about whether I should have used pen or leave the pencil lines, but a lot of times, as long as you're not going in super dark and opaque, usually figure out the lines, still make do, and or you at least have enough to simply redraw what you have to redraw. Right? You drew it once, you can draw it again. You can draw it again. You can draw it again. Goodness. Certainly can't drew it again. Don't do that. Go. Mix up a little. Tinted tone here. And I'm actually gonna go over some of that blue with. That's gonna be a little warmer. I think that pink will hold up better than that blue shading. The blue shadows there just look pretty weird. Now we can go there. I'm essentially just shifting the skin tone into like a pink red hue. So I'm just adding reds and pinks and purples, mainly pinks, light purple, so that it doesn't get too like just sort of vibrant red, right? And I guess I'm gonna wait. Because I think I'm gonna do the face again with a skin tone here. No. I might. I think I might. Yeah, I'm definitely going to, because there's some parts that are not covered. Just a little warmer of a color. And we're gonna see what it does. Go right over all of the dark areas as well. Happens with this value. And now, oh, wait. We have to get up here. Almost forgot the old wrist. Nailed it. All right, we can let that dry real quick. Mixing up a little bit of the hair color here. Trying to mix up kind of opaque. Actually a bit of white wash in there, so it's gonna be pretty not super opaque. But I kind of want the hair to be nice and rich, that yellow. Still crazy. But yeah, I'm just kind of want this be a nice rich yellow. I want there to be transparent aspects, and then most illustrative quality as well, so that when I reline this, all these colors, they can't disappear, because the minute you add in dark lines, it's gonna be a very different piece possibly. So you need the colors to hold up, right? That makes sense. That blue. That's wild. That's still creeping over there, huh? No, wait there for that. Okay. 30. I won't be lining this up on stream. We'll finish out the watercolor, get a signature, and we'll finish the watercolor part, and then I'll record and show that. That'll have to go through. I'll go slow, and I'll be spinning it a lot probably. Lining's always tricky because there's ways to pull and push lines that are just easier and more conducive, especially to not getting your hand in the artwork. So a lot of times you can move it around, you can move it here or there, you can spin it and just stay on this edge, and go like that. So, but see how this is all starting to feel very opaque? Once we add some nice lines in here, all of that's going to pop right back out and be really nice. All right, gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. Stay healthy, stay happy. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. 3 H's. Officially my thing. I'm gonna use the blow dryer. game. Okay. I never know if I unmute myself. That's not true. I'm just always nervous that I didn't. So I checked like 8 times. So, yeah. So one thing we've talked about a bit is always, well, a bit is values. No, we've talked about values a lot, but one thing we've mentioned just a little bit is sometimes to brighten an area, you need to add a dark area next to it. You can only go so bright, right? And so I'm going through and I made the hair very opaque, so I want the dark area to be a little bit more noticeable. I'm going through with almost like a brown, as you can tell, so it's going to be like a very dark area here. I'm dark blonde, and you'll be able to see just the specific difference. Because again, my thinking in doing that, it's twofold. One, it's going to brighten up the yellow of the hair and make it the opacity kind of look real nice and balanced, instead of having the light part be the most opaque. And then it's also going to hold its own once I put in the line work. So once I add in black lines all around, it again will be correct. It'll feel weighted correctly instead of just a bunch of transparent paint surrounded by dark lines. Yeah, again, pushing this piece, making it different, custom. Did that on the last piece beautifully. It's like bold, happy, confident, joyful, simple, just pow, right in your face, right there. Happy. This one again is shy, is a little bit embarrassed, confused. It's working. Making 5 pieces, and again, it's tough to have the, you know, the temperament kind of match the piece, but I'm aiming to have, you know, my brushworks and the background and the composition feel appropriate with the piece that it aligns with, right? For this project. Go through this and line it out as well. So I kind of am going in with the white, and I might come back with a couple highlights in areas, but I wanted to fix that part of the mouth for the watercolor piece, because we just said we were going to finish the watercolor, you know. So I wanted to have the white nice and perfect. Not going to go in with any highlights on the shirt yet. I am going to highlight there, and then we're going to close that in with some pen and ink work, which is going to look so that the white will actually be under the pen and ink there. Get a nice little feel. I feel like it's been there, you know, for a while. Beautiful. We wanted that nice. See, the problem is this is just like any other. It is a water soluble ink, but while it's wet, it can pick up some watercolor underneath. So I like to I think you can see, right? Yeah. I put it out in a palette. It just makes it a little easier to work with. I mean, I guess we start lining it up. It's done paint wise. I'm gonna blow dry real quick though. So I didn't do highlights throughout the headband yet or anywhere else, as I was saying, because I am going to go in with pen and ink, and I want these to sit on top. These I don't mind if they sit below. I can always cover them right back up. But I think these would be interesting sitting below the pen and ink, so it almost looks like they were there from the get-go. It up. I mean, I guess let's finish this out. Cruising here. Almost one. Line going through. Let's see what we can do. Might have to move the piece a lot, but on the face. I don't really know of a way to not this. All feels very dry. Turn here, but I guess I stay not. No, because then my hand's gonna be on. I have to. Sorry. That's part of the show. That's part of the fun. Hold on to your seats, you know? If you're watching on your phone, you can just turn your screen, you know? Easy solution, really. Alright, as you can see, I'm kind of going right through and just like keep checking lines on my marks. You can see it starts to just pop right out, pull forward. Be significantly different on completion of these lines here. Very nice. I always just keep checking and wiping my hand in case there is any ink. I can try to at least prevent it from getting anywhere, spreading. That's why it's fun to do it this way, actually, and then you can start to see it be revealed. Because it just kind of comes to life, or just pulls so far out of the screen, right? Not the screen, the paper. This is a physical drawing. All right. Yeah, I'll go over that so that, like that. It's good to not rotate, but for lining, it's just sometimes easier to throw down lines in certain directions. It's also important that you don't put your hand right on the face the entire time you're drawing, right? I'd rather smudge over here than just keep having my hand work right over the middle. I spin my paintings, my watercolors. Anything make a better painting, my friends. Make it more enjoyable for yourself. Very difficult as it is. Right. Okay. I had to find where I was going to continue there. This part I'll have to just be on, unfortunately. Nothing I can really do. So the best thing I can do is I'm going to go right through here. Boom, 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 and then be done. And then be out with the face. Try to make sure down below's dry. Hopefully, actually doesn't. Perfect. So hopefully I just don't make a nice, perfect dead center ink spot on the face. No. See how the values of everything are going from too intense to less intense depending on the line again, because now you have your darkest dark. All these colors adjacent to this pen and ink are just actually going to change in your eye all of our visions. Bing bong. Going pretty quick. Knock on wood. Need to take our time here. When you get comfortable, when you get in the flow, there's two types of flow, right? There's when you're in the zone, and then there's lining, where the next thing you know, you're just outlining something you shouldn't be. So I always am cautious when I'm like doing this type of drawing and I start really sinking into the mode. I try to not pull myself back out, but then I'll be like, oh, I just drew a shadow line or something like that, because you're just not, you kind of get too comfortable. Always want to make sure you're present. That's all it comes down to. Snapped into a track at the end. Shando, Michael James, aka formerly Games. What up, homie? What's good, brother? How you doing, man? We are chilling, my guy. Just creating away, you know. Finishing up a nice little commission piece. Well, one of many here, but Nice little commission for Naruto. How you been, my guy? Indeed, he knows it. He knows it. I see you flying all over the place. Twitter, you're always on a plane, my guy. Grinding. Man, busy than I want to be, but good. Hell yeah, man. Always looking on the bright side. You always were. Flying tomorrow afternoon. Have a slight schedule. Can't lie. Hell yeah, I guess so. Man's flying all over. Hey, that means you're needed though, right? That means you're getting stuff done. Good too. Healthy enough to be productive. Amen. Working and productive. That's it, right? Health is wealth, my brother. That's it. Could always be worse. Could always be worse. How are things? Living the dream, man. Living the dream. Enjoying the days. Enjoying the art streams these days. It's fun to get back into recording and creating and really having everything and almost being able to, like, you know, get a lot of content out of it, but also be able to go back and watch and look at it in different stages and all that sort of stuff. A fun little journey. Big time. Stare down in practice lately. No, not lately, which is good. It's been good. Yeah, I feel like that was the first stream I was back, right? Like the opening stream after years of just being a ghost. And I just have someone get thrown down the stairs. It was like a coat rack or something. It was like an actual coat rack that came flying down. Well, I could have killed someone. It was, right? It was actually a coat rack that came flying down the stairs. If I had been taking my break, I would have been impaled like in a movie. Classic Michael James moment. Heart literally stopped. Seriously. Everybody just knew. It was like, oh, that's like way too big to be a thing. That's a person. Has to be. Holy shit, that was awesome. That was the day we got rid of that coat hanger. Doing any game? Dude, I've been playing some Apex. Apex is pretty lit. Apex is pretty tough. I mean, it's like tough like to play, but Apex might be where it's at, dude. That game is legit. That is a skill-based game. The movement, I mean, a lot about it is very fun. So we've been kind of grinding that. He said I would start playing Fortnite low key. They're always innovating, dude. Everybody's popping on Fortnite. I have such a mental block about Fortnite. I just could never do it again. I've been hearing people playing it though. Apex is legit. Apex is hard. If you want a competitive game, it's Apex. The Battle Royale, one, it runs perfectly. So Fortnite probably has all this going for itself also. I can't say firsthand, but I guess let's put it this way. Warzone's dog shit. I think I'm out of white paint. Oh no, it almost dripped. Oh, I would have been so mad if that just happened. That was close. Now, Fortnite's never not been great. I just played it too much and got just straight tricked into buying way too many skins. Granted, that was my own being. My own doing and choices. Doesn't make it any easier to stomach. But Fortnite, what Apex does have going is, one, it runs. It always starts up, you load into a game, you're into a game. The games don't crash. They're actually not like crazy toxic, which is incredible. I'm sure as I say that, I'm going to get some of the worst games ever. But I guess in comparison to Warzone, it's just insane. It's almost like a positive based game. But then, like, even just competitive wise, it's just very skill oriented. In every way, and more than just shooting, because again, there's the alts, there's the ultimate, the skills, the characters. You can learn and use them in such a cool, fun way. You can really start building like team strats, not team strats, but just making them work into like together. It's pretty cool. Play the first one, success stepped away. Yeah, it was. I mean, again, it's a fun, difficult game, big time. There's Battlefields. Oh, I got nothing on. Yeah, no way. Nothing to see here. Keep moving, folks. Nothing to see here. I know, and the unfortunate part is they keep announcing stuff like, yeah, look where we did this. It's like, you guys, nothing you do, you're done. It's really sad. It's really a bummer. I was just talking about that game actually again the other day with someone. Saying the same thing. Battlefield 1 was like the it was like not even the game, but just that time of gaming was like so good, because that was early Fortnite. That was like early Apex, PUBG. Like, oh man. And then when Battlefield died, that was the end. No good things came after Battlefield appeared. Very sad. Very sad. Like, bro, literally no one cares. It's crazy how big of a flop that was, too. Like, it wasn't even close. Even the die-hard fans playing it right now, I'm like, dude, come on. And I was saying that when everybody started talking about during Battlefield 1, when everybody kept saying, like, yeah, Amiens is trash and the snipers are this or that. The whole game started shifting. I'm like, you guys, everything you're saying is just not going to make a better game. Battlefield 5 was the start. Go through and make that all a little darker now, but check it out. I have to check it out. I'll wait before I go in with anything, if I can. NBA, you've been playing NBA at all? You've been still doing some 2K? You used to play Battlefield Monday, literally. all like and it was awesome, and it was such a fun, great game. Okay, but all I have time for. Yeah. That's what happens too, right? I mean, you get life gets busy. Life gets busy. But Battlefield was just such a good game. Such waste potential though. Very sad. Still hanging on. People still hanging on. Yeah, that to me is wild. That to me is wild. That the people that are again, to play it is one thing, but to play it and then argue that it's good is like, well, you're wrong. That's just wild. They are so committed. Never recreate that time period again. Leave it in the past. Let it go. Living in the past. Oh, it was so good though. Every map was just like brilliant. Darken the headband to keep the focus on the face here. The headband on the other one was darker too. So it'll probably just kind of make it all feel very unison as well. The first Naruto piece I created. These will be framed all together, so it'll work well. Sorry. Those lines are hard to talk to, my bad. Which I don't really have to be that specific, but kind of do. I wanted to keep it a little clean, you know? It's absolutely nothing like waiting for your dad to bring back 25 years later. That. I don't want to darken that all the way. I don't mind that. I could darken it a little, but I don't want it to be too... I think what I have here is not. I don't want it to overpower anything. better. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. That's pretty much donezo here. Pick up a couple of the values there, a couple of the marks. Perfect. So it kind of shifts out, kicks out through here. When I look this way, I'm looking at a monitor. Well, I guess a streaming monitor, but it's a monitor that shows this pretty clearly and almost like perpendicular to me. And it's a pretty, the monitor has a pretty accurate color representation, which is nice. I think the stream's pretty good, but that's sort of what I'm looking this way. It kind of was almost like a third person perspective. Kind of like looking at it in a mirror or something. It just kind of changes the perspective I'm looking at it slightly and enough so I can kind of helps me refresh my eye. Looking clean, brother. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping in and chilling, my guy. I'm happy to hear you're doing well. Living the traveling life. Too dark. Yeah. Sure. That's where we're gonna wrap it up. That's kind of it. Right around 2 hours, usually what we do, and that's like right on schedule, right on time. Liking it. The commissions, you think you get an average? Ooh, it's not many that I end up going through with. So you get a lot of, it's like anything. People always ask. So a lot. But then the reality of it all coming to fruition, the piece, the price, etc. Usually they don't end up getting through to this point, if that makes sense. Shaz, what up, my brother? Good one. Thanks, man. So yeah, if that makes sense. So like commission, but a commission being completed that works out. More in the past 6 months. To definitely than I have in probably like a good year or so. Because COVID, there was like nothing. Beginning of COVID, there was a lot. Obviously, COVID, nothing. And then out of COVID, there was like nothing. Nobody's been buying artwork. So I've been doing a lot of different stuff. I've been doing a lot of kind of why I started doing some recognizable stuff, because that's been a little bit easier to kind of get out of here. And then the commissions started again, which worked perfectly, because instead of the puppies and fine art, it kind of reached people in like the video game, graphic, illustrative arts world, if that makes sense. So like, again, Naruto, characters, anime, Wednesday, stuff like that. It kind of just, I don't know, it's always changing, right? The artwork's always changing. So yeah, now I'm getting more for like these kind of styles, which are actually pretty fun, and I'm enjoying them. What kind of hoodie is that? The one Naruto's wearing or I'm wearing? I'm wearing a Florence and the Machine hoodie. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Got it at the concert. MSG. Greatest concert of my life. fucking crazy. I almost grabbed her hand. She like went running through the crowd. It was pretty wild. Art is evolution. Nothing stays the same. Exactly. That's it. Everything is art. Had the ability to be set. We are 100%. Everything is art. Just at the end of the day, it had to be created. I was always talking about this when I get like down my rabbit holes. Everything had to be thought up at some point and then created and designed. So I think every single thing is art, and that's it. Pew. That's sick. Thanks, Shaz. Yeah, it was a crazy concert. And then like they actually had like these dope sweatshirts. That's what the I think I wear in some of my videos, but the one with the white hand on the chest too is also from that concert, which is a lot of fun. It was another just great piece of merch. Someone had a vision for everything at some point. Exactly. That's it. Tough to argue, right? I mean, it's just true. Everything had to. I have an idea. I know. I'm gonna. And then finish the sentence, whatever it might be. Yeah, this is a fun one though. So this is shy, embarrassed, confused. I think it works. I think the composition and the background of the piece, again, add to it, which is what I really want to make sure I do with these with this set of commissions, is not just have the character be in that form or like emotion showing, but much like the animes where the background will completely color the change and everything. I want the commission in the background, even the style of the clothing and the piece, to feel similar to that title emotion that we're going for. So we have joy, and we have joy, laughter, being bold, excited, simple, just quick, boom, happy, yes, yes, yes. And then you have unsure, confused, kind of shy. And then we're going to keep rolling right down the line from there. But yeah, pretty fun stuff. I got to be wrapping up the stream here. I'm getting hungry now too, and I heard dinner, and now I can actually smell it, which is even more of a tease. Not dinner, late dinner. It's dinner. Yeah, it's my dinner. But we finished it. I was gonna line it up later on like a second run, but I'm happy I lined this drawing out because it came out awesome. Looks sweet. Feels really nice. I'm happy I stayed with it a little lighter and looser. I love some of these edges. I love some of these edges, the painterly edges all through here. The line work works. I'm happy that white's underneath those lines. Hopefully you can tell he's blushing and not wearing blush. I don't know if that's, I don't know, whatever the difference would be there. But again, hopefully that kind of feels like an embarrassed, shy, confused type piece emotionally. Yeah, that's what we're going to be wrapping it up. I appreciate you guys hanging out so much. Shaz, Shando, everybody else out there. Thank you for the love. Thank you for chilling. Thank you for chatting. I hope you guys are doing good, Shando. I know you're living the dream, brother. Stay healthy. Keep kicking ass, my dude. Shaz, I got to see some of them drawings. You got to get some pen to paper, my guy. Let's do it. I appreciate you guys chilling. I appreciate you hanging out. Everybody else out there, thank you, thank you, thank you for the love. Please be sure to smash that like and that subscribe button. We're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday these days. Monday, Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Friday, 7, but we're going to be doing it at, I think, moving that one to 1 o'clock p.m. on Friday for like that afternoon commute sesh. So Friday will be live again. It'll be fun. Figure Friday. We have a very fun piece for Friday. It's over here. You can't see it. It's actually right here, but you can't see it yet. It's a very fun piece. It's going to be sweet. So until then, I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Can't thank you guys enough. And until next time, stay healthy and stay happy. Much love, guys.